evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Real Chat Daddy Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy holidays, and welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy. Glad to be here with you guys on a beautiful Tuesday evening. Is this the first Tuesday of December? Yep, the first Tuesday of December 2022. We have reached the last month of the year. This year has gone by so quickly. We're actually 19 days away from Christmas. We have so much to talk to you guys about this evening. This coming Sunday will be a celebration of human rights. And as you guys all know, we have been experiencing crime not only here in Chicago, but across the country. There is a visual that's going to be taking place this coming Saturday to help the loved ones who have lost their loved ones to crime and people who are survivors of such horrific acts. So we'll talk to someone tonight from Chicago Survive about their wonderful efforts that they're doing, as well as we'll cover all the top news and entertainment stories from the last time we were on the air. Sitting in the co-host chairs, our one and only, our favorite, our friend. Happy holidays, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Miss K. Renee of Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge. How are you, K. Renee?
Hi, darling, and good evening to our viewing audience. I'm doing okay, just a little bit under the weather, but
I know we're worried about that.
So, I'm a trooper, and we're gonna keep it moving. I love all of you. I love my big brother. So, and it's interesting. We've been only for a week, and so much has happened since last Tuesday, y'all. So much has happened. Oh my God.
A lot. Yes.
To dig in. So good evening and happy Tuesday. And especially for those Georgians. So hopefully now the polls have closed in Georgia. So
yes, it is 8:03 p.m. in the state of Georgia. Before we go to bed, hopefully we'll get the results. As you guys all know, this has been the very tight, close runoff in Georgia between Reverend Warnock and Herschel Walker. And Herschel Walker. Yeah. Every dude I've ever met named Herschel has always been a very interesting dude. I'll just put it to you like that.
Well, he wants to be a werewolf, so we hope he gets his wish.
Right. We hope so as well, too. So we'll see. All right. Very good. Well, Kay Renee, I don't even know where to start. You always start us off with the death news. So I was just shocked to hear about the passing of actress Kirstie Alley. I just loved and adored her from the days on Cheers. I was rooting her on when she was on Dancing with the Stars. Really a short battle with colon cancer. 71 years old. We got the news yesterday, and I am blown away. So I'm gonna let you start off with that. Go right ahead.
Well, as you mentioned, Kirstie Alley, who is a Emmy and Golden Globe winner. She's had her career spanned 40 years. Hard to believe that, but her first role was in Star Trek, if you could believe that. If you remember the tributes that I was like, wow, I forgot she was in Star Trek, but she starred, she did play the bar manager in Cheers and the movies Look Who's Talking 1 and 2 with John Travolta. And here's some interesting tea. She had a very special relationship initially with John Travolta, and his wife, his late wife, actress Kelly Preston, came up to her and said, excuse me, are you flirting with my husband? And she said, yes. And, Kelly probably gave a look like, we won't be having that. But they became friends.
Yes.
I'm sure she let her know that John is my man. But it is so interesting, too, with John Travolta, not to divert, but now all his leading ladies have now gone. His wife, Kelly Preston, passed away. Olivia Newton-John, who died earlier this summer. And now Kirstie Alley. I'm like, what's going on there? But as you mentioned in the top of the hour that Kirstie did have colon cancer. It was detected just recently. And this is a cautionary tale, y'all. Check yourself. There's a reason why you get colonoscopies Yeah, at
Yes.
45, sometimes depending upon if you're high risk, get it sooner. You know, I had mine. We know our beloved Chadwick Boseman succumbed to colon cancer. So it's just a reminder, take care of you. Because at the end of the day, y'all, you have to take care of you. So, you
Absolutely.
know,
Yep.
and let's not forget, she was married to one of the Hardy Boys,
Yes,
Parker
she
Stevens.
was. Yep. Yep.
So
She was.
she leaves behind her two children, and in a statement, both of her children said that she was an icon to many, but she was just like that to us. So I know she is probably in that beautiful angel in the sky now. But not only Kirstie Alley made her transition, when I got this news that you let me know, I was like, wow. Now let me see if
Hmm.
I can remember the song. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? Now,
Of
for those who
course.
don't know Sesame Street, you've been obviously crawled under a rock. But the founding member of Sesame Street, Bob McGrath, made his transition earlier this week at the age of 90. And it's just, when I saw the news, I was like, my heart just kind of stopped, because Bob, whenever you watch Sesame Street, you think of Bob, Susan, Mr. Hooper, Louise, Maria, Gordon. Of course, those are the human characters. Then you remember the other characters: Bert, Ernie, Cookie Monster, and of course Oscar the Grouch, and of course Big Bird.
Big
So
Bird.
Bob's career spanned 70 years.
70 years.
70 years, and he truly enjoyed being a part of Sesame Street. And I know everybody who is listening to us tonight had watched Sesame Street growing up, so you know who I'm
Hmm.
talking about. um,
Right. Hmm. Yep.
yes, he
He
was
was.
the founding member of Sesame Street, started in
Hmm.
1969. So it just reminds us, Art, and it's so interesting. I know when we do our end of the year recap of so many individuals that we've loved, adored, cherished, who are now spirit. Hey, Naya B.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey.
that you've got to, whatever you're going through or growing through, whatever
Hmm.
your dream is, it's not denied. It may be
No,
deferred, but it's never denied. Go for what you want. Go for
that's right.
your desires. That's what God gave you in your heart. And I think, in listening to some of the interviews that Bob McGrath had done, you could tell he was happy. Every time he was in Sesame Street, he was happy. So, I hate to hear that he's transitioned, but he lived a full life. So
Hmm.
it's just a reminder, y'all, to just live your life with purpose.
Absolutely. Yep. Well, thank you so much for delivering those to us. Both two tremendous loss. I know Kirstie Alley took the win out of me. And then once I remembered Mr. Bob, you're absolutely right. He had been a part of Sesame Street for all those years. So our
You
thoughts and
know,
prayers go out to their loved ones and their families.
absolutely.
Well, for those of you all that are getting ready to go out and celebrate the holiday season, we want to give everybody a reminder. We are a health and wellness show, that the flu is on the uptick right now. Hospital rooms, urgent cares, places like that are seeing an uptick in the flu. They're also seeing an uptick in COVID. The newest COVID variant is XBB. X as in X-ray, BB as in big and beautiful, is the newest variant of COVID. They said that this has now suppressed the Delta variant, and this new variant of COVID. Here's some of the funniest things. It is an Omicron, and there is no cough, there is no fever, but you will experience things like joint pain, headache, a pain in your neck, upper body pain, upper back pain, pneumonia, and there's oftentimes no appetite. And so this newest variant is hitting people in a different way. I know a couple of people who have gone to what's considered really good ERs, and they were moaning and complaining about how much time they were spending sitting in the ER waiting. I was told that the ERs are packed with people who are now experiencing this new. And then what is the other one? The RSP or the
RSV,
RSVP or
RSV,
okay,
RSV.
look, I said RSVP. Whatever it is, all of these letters are just throwing me for a loop right now. But
Boy.
yes, be very cautious. I do know a couple of people who are battling the flu right now. People that have just had a lack of energy, and a lot of people wanted to say it's due to the time change, and of course we're setting into winter. A lot of people do suffer from seasonal depression, but they said at this time people are really battling the flu, this new variant of COVID, and then what's the other one you said it is? RSV?
RSV, which is affecting a lot of our younger demographic babies or who are getting that. So then if you get the triple trifecta, all three, whew, we're keeping you in prayer.
Right. But then if you get the triple three, that would be like RES, right? It'd be like Aretha, RES, right? VPTDDEEOSNG, all that. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Wait a minute. Helena said it's true. I'm in the bed listening to the show. Oh boy. Oh no,
But you get
Helena,
you some
feel better.
rest.
Yeah, she said she
Yeah.
had no fever. Oh my God.
Well,
Right.
she
So
had a
that's what I'm
fever.
saying.
Yeah,
Oh, she had a fever. She had a
I,
fever.
I,
Okay.
I definitely can relate,
Yes.
my dear.
Yes. Naya B. Yes. VIP,
The
OPP.
OPP and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's
All that. All that. Them BBLs. All
right.
that. It's just right now we living in a world of too many abbreviations for stuff. It's getting
Okay.
on my nerves. Right. I just figured out what BBL was all about. I was like, honey, what is BBL? Oh, okay. So y'all killing me. It took me forever to learn LGBTQ plus, and I belong to the community. Right. I'm still trying to make sure I'm not calling somebody the wrong thing. So yes, absolutely. Good evening, Marguerite. Happy birthday,
Oh,
Marguerite.
happy birthday, Marguerite.
Happy birthday, Marguerite. It is
Happy
her birthday. Yep. Happy
Yes.
birthday.
Happy
Yes.
birthday, sweetie.
Yes, very good. But yeah, no, honey, I can't figure out all this RSVP and VSOP and look,
That
oh,
sounds like
too
some
much.
Hennessy.
Girl, it is, but it's too much. It's too
That
damn
sounds
much
like
for
some
me. Right.
Hennessy.
Right. We need to go back to your ass got the flu,
Oh,
your ass got pneumonia, your ass got the
okay.
claps. We can't, I mean, it's too much. It's way too much.
Ain't
Okay.
too much.
All right, team, too much. We digress. All right. So what else do we have in news tonight that we're
Well, if y'all been under a serious rock, you know what's been happening over at GMA and talking about GMA 3 to be exact, co-anchors TJ Holmes and Amy Robach. Now they've been pulled away from their respective hosting duties. They're now Gio Benitez and Stephanie Ramos are
okay.
now doing duty for GMA 3. And in case
Mhm.
y'all didn't know, they were having what is it called? A secret rendezvous. They were having an
Yeah.
affair. Now,
Yes.
here's the deal. We were talking about this, y'all, before we came on the air. Now, I always will say this, and this is good advice. You don't snit where you eat. And y'all know what I'm talking about when you say snit. You just don't do
Right.
that.
Right.
Even
You
though
don't you don't you don't do the soft serve brown emoji
you
when
don't do
you
that.
eat. Right.
You don't do
Right.
that. Yes, they're consenting adults, and of course, they will tell the narrative that they were separated. However, ABC News president Kim Godwin said it was too distracting, and
Right.
she pulled them off, and they did not
Right.
violate company policy. Well, let me
Right.
tell y'all, in the real world, maybe in the ABC News world, but in corporate America, they do not they condemn or they don't they condone you fraternizing.
Right.
They have a
Okay.
no fraternized policy. So
Right.
to me, the fact that both of them are married, even though they say they've separated and they were dating, it just poses a problem. And I really feel that something is going to happen with their working relationship going forward. I don't see
Mm-hmm.
them being back together,
Mm-hmm.
working, being co anchors moving forward. I just don't see it.
Yeah. Okay, well, you brought up some excellent points, and I'm kind of going to give a little feedback because a couple of people had asked me about this. They said, now, is it against the law or breaking rules or something wrong when two people from television get married? No, it's not. We've had quite a few people. We have people here in the Chicagoland area that are married and on television. We have our good friend, Mr. Christian Farr. He's over at
Right.
NBC. His lovely wife, we love
Karen
her,
Jordan.
Karen Jordan Farr. She's over at ABC here, but they were not, cheating or divorced from somebody. They were a young couple, got together, fell in love. Jeannie Morris, who used to be here, she
Johnny
actually,
Morris. That's
Johnny
right.
Morris, who was a famous sports anchor. So it's not
Right.
like people in the business don't hook up and get together. But when
Right.
you are two powerful people that are the key anchors of a show, and you kind of, the way they've been acting, I knew from day one it was
Mhm.
something. Because TJ, don't get me wrong, and I'm not trying to discount his journalism, his journalistic credits or any of that, but you can tell he a dude that people have told him he's very good looking.
He is.
Uh, yes, he has
Oh
had a
yeah, he
prominent
is.
job.
As they say, as the sisters would say, he fine. He ain't no
Right.
question about that. He
Yes.
fine.
Yes,
But
he is.
he thought with the wrong head. That was a problem. But he fine.
That's right. He fine. People done told him he fine, and, and
Exactly.
and he has used his wit and charm probably to carry him a lot of places. And
Yes.
and here's the funniest thing. Do you remember when was it Apple TV that was doing that show called The Morning Show? It
Yes.
was a parody of a morning
Yes.
show.
And
So
Reese Witherspoon was on there. Yes.
one of the entertainment shows tonight just showed a clip of when she was on there and she was kind of explaining all about it. And Michael Strahan said, this is on Entertainment Tonight's show tonight. You can go on the web and see it. He said, you'd be surprised the water cooler talk around here. And even Amy sat there and said, we probably would have a couple of things to be able to add to that. We understand it more than anything. They showed it tonight on the air. And that's very typical in the business, especially if people sitting around messing around with each other. Oh, please. I could tell a while ago. That's why I love the fact that it was Kiki, Michael, and what was it, Amy with them too, or no? It was
yeah, it was at one point it was
oh, it
Kiki.
was.
It was Kiki, TJ, and no, Kiki, Michael, and Dr. Ashton.
That's right. That's right.
Ashton, yes.
Everybody needs a life. Everybody needs to
I
have a
agree with
separate
that.
life. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes the show so funny. The best combination ever is a straight woman, gay man, or a man that's married with wife, kids, whatever the case may be. But that combination of we both gonna be sexy and swank to each other on here. Oh, I saw that recipe for disaster a while ago.
I knew
I
something
did.
was up after
Yes.
they did the marathon. When
Yes.
they ran
Yes.
the marathon earlier this fall, I said something's up.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
I
Wait a minute. Who is Terrence Brown with asking for a friend? Who is Terrence Brown?
who's
I
Terrence
don't
Brown?
know. Yeah, we send us who is Terrence Brown. Tell us who that is, because we need
Right.
to right. Look. Oh, Karen, stop. He all right. Yeah. No, somebody, right. Somebody done told his ass he cute.
He
Yeah.
good looking, and he knows
Yeah.
he's good looking. That's
He
the
know he good
problem.
looking. Right. He
That's
know he
the
good
problem.
looking. Yes. TJ.
He don't have no humility. Now I don't now let's
Oh, she asking about the anchor here in Chicago.
Terrell Brown.
Oh, she asking about Terrell Brown?
Terrell Brown on ABC.
Oh, I wouldn't know, but
I don't know.
let me. I wouldn't know, and I ain't putting nothing out there. But Naya, girl, call me. Right. That's right. Yeah, we ain't trying to put nothing out there. We ain't right. We can't rock no boat here. Yeah, that's okay. We look. We got it. Naya, yeah, you gonna have to text me. Yeah, right. Yeah, we got you, baby. We got you. Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk offline about that. Yeah, we got you, girl. Yeah, we know who you talking about now. Right. Yeah.
I was like,
wait, she's talking about Terrence is my ex. Oh, you so silly, girl. Right. But you talking about Terrell. Right. We'll give you the lowdown on Terrell later. Right.
And here's the deal. TJ, his given name is Lutilius. That's why he calls
Lutilius.
himself
Right,
TJ.
because he's from Alabama, if I'm not mistaken, right?
No, he's from
Oh,
Arkansas.
and Dion just corrected us. Hey, Dion, she said it was
Hi,
Sarah
Dion.
Haynes with
Sarah Haynes.
Michael and them.
That's right.
Sarah Haynes, right? I didn't think it was Amy. Yeah,
No,
that's
it
why I
was Sarah
didn't.
Haynes
But
because now she's
yeah,
with the View. Thank you, Miss Dion.
because if
Thank you
I'm
for
not
saying
mistaken, Sarah Haynes was even pregnant while they were doing that show,
she
right?
was. That's
Right.
correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, speaking of pregnancies, if you guys
Uh,
got a chance to check out Saturday Night Live this past Saturday evening, you
yes.
were in for a real treat.
Yes.
Chicago's very own, or should I say Harvey, Illinois' very own, the one and only Miss Keke Palmer. I remember Keke from Aquila and a Bee, and
Yes.
now Keke has got to be one of the hardest working Black women
Women.
in Hollywood right now. I've got to give her so much credit for being 29 years old. Keke has not missed a check. She has not missed a check through
Nor
a
beat.
pandemic or beat.
Nor
Right,
beat.
nor beat. Right. Well, Keke revealed Saturday night on Saturday Night Live that she is expecting her first baby. And it was so cute how she did it. She said, there are rumors everywhere. People have been talking about me expecting a baby. She opens her jacket. Beautiful baby bump. Beautiful baby bump. She says she grown, she having sex. People think that child stars don't do all of that, and I know child stars do all of that, and so congratulations to Keke. But now, honey, folks want to drag her, honey.
Oh yeah, I heard. I've been hearing
People
this.
want,
They've been running like a dog, saying, "Why I
yeah,
don't promote this? They not married." Okay, first of all, she mentioned the baby father. They're about to be married. He's the fiance. So I
right,
believe, given the fact that Keke has some Midwestern roots, he gonna do the damn thing and do the right thing by Keke and get married. So it's
yeah.
different if he had like Nick Cannon and stuff had 10 different babies by 10 different women. So let's just keep it. Let's keep it 100, shall we?
Yeah,
Shall we?
well, and then here's another thing too that we've got to look at, and what you've got to realize is that the demographics much younger than us, not to try to age us, they
Right.
think so much differently than we do.
They
You know what I'm
do.
saying?
They
They
do.
are not thinking marriage. They are not,
Nope.
they think, okay, I have a child, I have, whatever the case may be, where we came from being raised to where you had to get married, have children,
Right. That's
buy a
right.
house, all of that. I'm looking on social media, the number of young people who live in vans now, that live in RVs. It's even young people that live in cars and and they're not homeless. They just prefer to live in their car and travel all over the country and do remote jobs and work from Starbucks. They are doing things that we never in a million years thought we could do to
But
make a living and how to live.
the times are different now than they were when we were their age. I'm very happy for
Mm-hmm.
Miss Pam, extraordinarily, because I know she's going to be a phenomenal mom, and because she's
Mm-hmm.
definitely she's ready for it, right?
Right. Right.
So, but folks are gonna talk. They gonna talk, and they just unfortunately they don't drink tea. They drink what is called haterade. So y'all go ahead and
Right.
drink haterade. I'm
Right.
drinking.
Let's sip our tea. Let's sip our
Okay,
tea.
let's do that.
Mm. Very good. Very good. Naya B, great comment. She said there are a lot of married single mothers out here. I wish the trolls would have a seat. That's right. There's a lot of women married and still single. Right. So
Right.
yeah.
That one who's about to be divorced pretty soon. Hello. We just spoke of his wife, TJ. She married.
Yes, baby, and she getting ready to take him to the
But
bank. She
she's
getting ready
gonna
to take
take
him
him
to the
to
bank.
because she's an attorney, y'all. Because she ain't playing.
Yeah,
See, the thing about it, I think. See, he has done this before. It was rumored that he was, sipping with an ABC producer for
right.
3 years, and then when that kind of fell through the cracks, and check this out, she was a friend of Amy Robach.
Yes, yeah. Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you how small of a world this is. When the story broke last week, I was sitting with some people who I am new acquaintances of theirs. Really, we was just kind of talking about stuff in the news. And you know how I always grab my phone, text somebody about something, and be like, "Yo, here's whatever, whatever." This person I was sitting there talking with did the same thing, and she said, my friend could tell a million stories about him. So, I mean, the world is getting smaller and smaller. It used to be 7 degrees of separation. Now it's not even that anymore. And the internet, social media apps, all of that have brought information to you quickly and are putting people together that can prove things. So, just interesting. Yep. All
Hello.
right, so let's get some of
Well,
the comments. She said, husband be at home playing games and can't change a diaper. Yep, that's the truth.
yeah,
Yep, you right.
that's
Yeah,
true.
you right. Or the husband is just not all into whatever the thing may be. So you right. Some good reasons, some for bad, but all they all believe in YOLO.
YOLO.
What's YOLO?
And see that you only live once.
Oh,
That's
okay. You
that's
only live one.
BS.
Right.
You live
Yeah,
every day. You die
that's right.
once. How about
That's
that?
right.
So stop. Yeah,
Mhm.
everybody stop saying YOLO. No, 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 no,
Right.
no. You only live once. No, you
Right.
live every single day, but you
That's
die
right.
one time because when you
That's
die,
right.
you don't come back. Now,
Yeah, no, you don't. And if you do, I'm gonna be just a mess if you come back. You're supposed to know. Please stay down, lay down, don't move. Right. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Very good. What else we got in the news?
now I was so tired when you sent me this. I said, you know what? He can't. He old now. He need to sit down. He really needs to. Okay. Before I get started, America's former dad, he was known as America's dad, but now he's known as America's former dad, Bill Cosby, has been accused of drugging and raping several women in a new lawsuit. Now, I don't know what to say on this one, but TMZ,
When was
let me
that though?
just say this.
When was that?
Well, again, if TMZ reported it, you know this is some truth. Let me just say this.
Right.
But
Right.
according to court documents obtained by TMZ, hi, Miss Crystal, Lily Bernard, Eden Tyrrell, Jewel Gittins, Jennifer Thompson, and Sandra Ladd claimed that Bill Cosby took advantage of them and posed as their mentor as they tried to break into Hollywood in the early 80s and 90s.
Well, I hate to say this. You said the early 80s or the late 80s and in the
80s and
90s.
90s, yes. Because, for instance, to give you an example, Miss Bernard, who guest starred as Mrs. Minniefield in a 1992 episode of The Cosby Show,
Right.
said that Cosby drugged and assaulted her on multiple occasions per
Mhm.
the lawsuit. And in one incident, she noticed or she remembered that she woke up to Cosby trying to smother her with a pillow. I mean, I seen that. If you try to smother me with a pillow, I'm gonna go after you. You won't be Bill Cosby alive. You won't be Bill Cosby.
Okay, where were they when all the other stuff was being discussed? Okay, and Crystal, that's
Valid
where I,
point.
I too am going to have to play devil's advocate just a little bit. And again, my heart goes out to anyone who's been a victim of domestic violence, any
Absolutely.
any type of sexual
Sexual
assault,
assault. Absolutely.
any type of mistrust issue with somebody. My heart goes out to you.
Right.
I fully understand the situation. But when I look at the late 80s, early 90s, that was a time when people were getting their voice. That was a time when people were exposing people. The cases that took place in the 70s, that was a time of drug experimentation. That was a time when people were trying to get on, be famous, all of that. I just don't see, if Bill Cosby caused that kind of pain, anguish, and drama, you should have shut his ass down then. Not that you can't do it now, don't get me wrong, but I'm wondering what always takes so long to come back with this. And as my late mother used to always say, what's done in the dark will come
Will
to the
always
light.
come light.
Will
That's true.
always come to the light. So I'm
That's
not
true.
necessarily sure, why now more than ever. And then I guess a lot of these women were on the Cosby Show. So was there not a producer, or and better yet, were you trying to do things back then for the fame? That was a #1 show. That was, I mean, and again, my heart goes out. So I'm not trying to be mean about this. I'm just trying to look at this from both sides of the coin.
Well, again, what your late mom was very wise. What's done in the dark will always come to light. I think perhaps back in the day, because you think about Garcelle Bouvet, who was one of the Real
Mm-hmm.
Housewives of Beverly Hills. She mentioned in
Mm-hmm.
her book an incident that happened with America's former dad.
Right.
So, I think they may have had a non-disclosure agreement, or because you got to remember too,
Oh,
if
you
you have
breaking you
money,
breaking up. You breaking up. You breaking up.
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, now much better. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I was saying you got to remember too. Bill Cosby's worth a lot of money. He's worth a lot of
Right.
money now, and he was worth a whole lot of money back in the day. So when you
Mm-hmm.
have money, you can do certain things.
Right. Right. You
So
can. You can. You can.
so
Well,
we don't, again, as you said, our prayers go out to all who were affected, but this story will be continued. It will not,
okay.
it won't die.
Naya B has a great comment here. Listen, I've heard stories of people who gave it up to powerful men to get something, and when what they wanted didn't happen, they accuse. Look,
Oh,
I know, honey. Look, we both know stories like that. We do. I have friends now to this very day that I feel so bad for. I had a friend that was accused of a rape, and I knew he was not anywhere near where they said, because quiet as is kept, he was hanging out with me prior to whenever they said this was. And I just, for years, that bothered me, because I was like, oh my God, he's not that type of dude. I can't believe it. But he got set up by some friends. So I've seen that happen many times. I have, that women didn't get what they want and they set the guys up. So
but you know what happens though? It's called karma. What you do to others, sure as heck gonna come back to you. So y'all
mm-hmm.
be careful
Pam
doing that
says
stuff.
Southern Western Athletic Conference. I went to a historically black college, so I learned many moons ago.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So you got to be careful. I know in this day and age, watch people. I mean, there was a story out recently about a lady who she was actually met a man online and he was drugging women. Did you see that in Wisconsin?
I
That
heard
that
that.
that
Yes.
women were meeting this guy online, nice looking guy, and would go out, and they said one lady was sitting at the bar talking to him. Next thing you know, she fell dead. And they said they're now linking him to other cases of women who, just kind of went out on a date with the guy and just fell dead. So you just never know. You never ever know. Let me see. I met women who cheated, and when they didn't want to confess but got caught, they accused the guy of sexual assault. I know of that too. I do. I look, I'm telling you, there's not many circumstances that I have not heard. Yep. Yep. I even know a friend of mine that he got accused of trying to rape a guy. He was gay and the guy was not. And he tried to say that the guy came on to him and all that. And they he ended up getting in trouble for that. So I've seen it. I've seen it in many ways. He didn't want to let nobody know he was on the down low, and then tried to say the guy tried to, have him and was trying to, coerce him into doing what he didn't want to do. And so I've seen that story a million times as well, too.
I don't know say on that.
Right. All right. Let's continue on with our next
Well,
story.
well, guess what? One word. Guilty. Guilty, 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 guilty.
Guilty,
Uh
guilty.
guilty. Now you wonder what the heck is K Renee talking about? Who guilty? One word. Even though he himself was not charged, but his name, his company was. The Trump organization was found guilty of tax fraud on all counts today. It was announced. A Manhattan jury has found former President Donald Trump's namesake real estate company guilty of criminal tax fraud. See, one thing government don't like, you can do anything you want, but don't be doing them taxes. Don't be,
That's
not
right.
paying
Don't be cooking
IRS.
them books. Right.
Don't cook the book because they're gonna come
Mm-hmm.
after you. They did it at Al
Mm-hmm.
Capone, they're gonna do it with him. So the
Mm-hmm.
jury found the two entities of the Trump organization guilty as charged on all counts, including scheme to defraud, conspiracy, criminal tax fraud, and falsifying business records. And y'all know the Justice Department just got his tax returns recently because he was trying to hold on to them like, you know what? And so, Crystal, I know you're a CPA. You can appreciate this. When folks do stuff like that, you going to jail. So it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. People are building the case because when if he decides, since he mentioned he's gonna run again, we're gonna see about that.
Right. We will, because we knew it was coming. We did. Pam says New York wasn't playing with Trump.
No.
Well, we knew that. LOL, without the trial, absolutely. Now, Crystal asked $1 million question: who's going to jail, though? Who would be the one going to jail?
The former CFO, Alan Weissenberg, who he testified. He got a plea deal, but he going to jail because he got perks from it.
Right.
He can get bonuses, and they didn't claim it as income. He going to jail. So I guarantee you, maybe some of them children might. Never know. So this is the beginning of the, we shall see.
Okay, very good. Well, before we continue on with our news stories, our guest hasn't popped in yet. Well, we'll just continue to move right on. Happy 30th anniversary to the text message. This past Saturday was the first time a text message was ever sent out. I forgot the name of the gentleman who created text messaging, but this past Saturday marked the 30th anniversary that a text message was ever sent. How far back do you have text messages in your phone?
Maybe 3 years.
Oh, honey, I got text messages probably 12, 15 years back.
I mean, from this phone. Now, my old
no, everything pretty much, especially my text messages. That's why I stick with the same brand, same product. Back it up to the cloud. I
have different phones, so maybe I would say maybe 5 years, not 3, 5 years.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Oh, hey DJ, what's happening?
Hi,
DJ
Brandon.
Below. Hey Brandon, how are you? Good to see you.
Hello,
good to see you. So Naya B says she has some text messages back from 2018. My cousin Cynthia Sims. Hey cousin. She said I have some from 2017.
Gotta have on the show. All right, we gotta have Dr.
I will. I'm with Crystal. She said important text messages 20 years back. Let me see. What did she say? Oh, write a book. Wait. What happened? She said, oh, write a book. Don't delete anything. Oh, yeah. I don't either. I don't delete anything either. I keep everything.
My thing is, what did we do without when we didn't have text messaging? It's like, my God.
We used to communicate via pagers.
That's true.
I used to have a pager, and my best friend and I used to take the numbers, and we would able to like write out codes for each other of where we were going to be. So he and I used to hang out at this club called the 411. So we would always text each other 411 and then what time you thought you was going to be there. So we knew where that was. If it was my family's house where we were meeting at, we would put in the address to my house. He put the address, just the numerals. And that way we knew, where to find each other and how to get there. So yes, but I definitely I do have text messages that are probably from way back. I think I have one still from Wilma and Fred Flintstone. I think I still have a text message from them. I do. I think I still may have one from them.
I miss that cartoon show.
Yes. I still have handwritten letters that we passed in class. Yeah, I probably still have I still have childhood things like that. I don't have a lot of my childhood things because when my mom died, I wasn't able to get a lot of that stuff. But whatever I did have, I still have it. I have all my high school yearbooks.
I have that.
I still have what else do I still have? My elementary school picture. So there are things that I still have. That's interesting. And my heart always goes out to people who have fires and lose their things. You know what I'm saying?
speaking of fire, did you hear locally there was a fire in Hyde Park where it was? I saw that this morning. I said, "Ooh, that just brings back bad memories." Because December is a hard month because I remember December 8th, 2004. This house was on fire.
Oh boy, when was it?
December 8th, 2008. 2008.
Oh my God. Oh
Yep.
wow. So you're coming up on the anniversary of that.
Yeah.
Wow.
The whole second
Wow.
the whole second floor was destroyed.
All right, Naya B. She said she
Hi,
gotta go.
sweetie. Oh
Got a
yeah, that's
segment
the
in the
hardest
morning.
working woman in
Baby, right.
Chicago.
Look,
Yes.
we know you got a segment in the morning. We
That's,
love you, honey. Thanks for hanging out with us. We love you, darling. We'll talk to you. Oh,
yeah.
Cynthia says she still has her prom dress.
That was gone in the fire. Yeah.
She
I
says
would
she
have had
still has
mine.
her high school uniform
Uniforms.
skirt.
Okay.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, that's really.
I
I
would have I
still
would have had my wedding dress. That was gone too. So
Oh wow. I
yeah.
still have a sweatshirt from the Oprah Winfrey show. The first week that her show came on Channel 7, the first week it went syndicated, or yeah,
Okay.
was it like 9 a.m. a major show, all of
Right.
that. I was in the audience. They were looking for people to fill the audience. And I ended up being on her show. And I have a sweatshirt from the original Oprah Winfrey show. So
And
yes.
that's worth some
Yes.
money now if you wanted to sell it, which I know you wouldn't.
Yes. Yes. Oh, look at James. Hey James.
Hi,
He said,
James.
I missed the 411 club. Yes, James. I used to love the 411 as well, too. My good friend Eugene and I used to hang out, but that was what we would put in the phone was 411, and then what time we was gonna get to 411. And that's how we would meet there. That's exactly how we meet there. And then Cynthia is saying wow for my Oprah Winfrey shirt. So yep, I still have it from the first week her show ever aired, ever. Not the AM Chicago, but the Oprah Winfrey show. Yes. I have a sweatshirt. Right. Cool. So yes, absolutely. All right. What else we got in the news, my darling?
Well, I don't like to talk about this one, but he's newsworthy for the moment. I guess yay. But there's a petition that called for him to lose his honorary doctorate at a prestigious Chicago art school, Chicago Arts. And a lot of people may think wrong of this, but I think they may need to pull it because he's made some very anti-Semitic comments talking about he liked Adolf Hitler. Something wrong with that, boy. Again, I'm gonna say it before, I'm gonna say it again. Ever since Dr. Donda made her transition, he has not been right and won't get right.
Right.
So they're talking about the school, the Art Institute. They're talking about pulling that honorary doctorate, and I don't blame them.
Wow, that's just, I don't know. I feel so bad for Kanye because really such a talented gentleman. The level of success that he rose to is just epic. I'm a little disappointed that he never did come here to do what he said he was going to do with the Regal Theater. I'm all about how can we preserve the South Side? How can we resurrect this community, this area to the heyday and glory of what it was, where, we used to go 79, 75th, 87. You did your shopping, you got your beauty services, all of that, and not so much in this day and age. And I look to people like Kanye West, Common, anybody who's from Chicago to come back and do something to help. Hopefully the Obama Center will do something to spar that in other people. But Kanye, to me, really does need help. It's a cry for help. Here you were married to one of the biggest conglomerates in the world. If I'm not mistaken, what is he paying? $200K a month or something for child support? Like, girl, you got to be kidding me. Do you know what that could do for me? Like, look, right.
Us, not just you,
girl,
us.
Right, girl, look, he could give me 2 months of that and I'll be all right for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be like, well, Your Honor, he ain't paid my ass in a couple of years, but you know what I'm saying? If he could at least
they don't include interest. That don't include
Right, I
interest.
know. Look, if he give me at least 2 years of the support, and then I may have to chase his ass for a couple of years, okay, I get it. I get it, because I am gonna get interest and all that. And you ain't gonna be able to have no passport and all of that. Not that I done been to child support court, haven't I? Right. Right, but no, but I'm telling you, if 200K is incredible, just incredible. And it's sad to see black men losing their money to situations like that. Now, I know you have to take care of your children. I'm not, discounting that. I do want you to take care of your children, but your wealth and fame needs to continue to earn and make money and do things and bless people. And I don't know. It's sad to see him in the situation he's in.
But see, here's the thing. He made a choice. That
Yeah.
saying, choose this day whom you may serve. And he chose man. He didn't chose our Heavenly Father. So, because truly, if you come in from a sense of purpose and intention, the decisions that he has made, the choices that he has made, we wouldn't be hearing all this craziness.
No,
So,
no, we would not. We would not. All right. What else we got in the news tonight?
well, locally, I've been seeing Facebook posts about this tax increase, and I said I wasn't looking forward to seeing my tax bill, and I got my tax bill, property tax, and I'm like, I thought a certain one who's running for mayor said she would not increase property taxes, and somebody gonna have some explaining to do. Because a
So,
lot
from what I
of
understand,
people,
a lot of people have recently received their property taxes here in the city of Chicago, and their property tax bills have really blown them away. And well, first of all, and usually I try not to talk about politics. I try to stay out of it. But Lori Lightfoot is really going to have a battle on her hands to try to retain her seat as mayor. Not that I feel that many of the people who are running against her are any better than she is, because a lot of them who have been aldermanic people did not do what they should have done when they were aldermen. So God forbid they become mayor. I think Jamal Green is a nice young man, but I just don't think Chicago's ready for him, and he's not ready for Chicago. So, I mean, I don't know, but this property tax situation is getting ready to be a lot to deal with a lot of people. Here we are at the holiday season, and when are these property taxes due?
End of the month. And see, you're supposed to get your property tax bill for the second half, not in December. You get it in like October or November.
And you all just got it.
I just got mine yesterday.
Unbelievable.
And I saw that, I was like, Lori gonna have some explaining to do.
Right. Very good. Cousin Sims made a good point about our last story, and women like me fighting to get $500 a month in child support. That's what I said. That's what I said. Right. If I had somebody like a Kanye baby and he gave me 200 G's a month or whatever, baby, look, I'd be like, right, honey, all I need will be 2 good months, and I'll be all right for a minute. Right. Just give me 2 good months of that. You be all right. I'll holler at you. Keep putting interest on it. Keep putting interest on it.
Right. An annuity. Let somebody
look,
work for you.
Right. Yes. Right. I'd be like, just hold on to that, boo boo. I'm gonna come get it though, but hold on to it. Yes. So you're right. All right. What else we got in news?
Oh goodness. We let's see here. I'm trying. I don't know if we reported this last week. We did report about Clarence Gilead, right? He had made his transition to played in Walker, Texas Ranger. Okay.
Yes.
Brittany Griner, she's we gotta keep on our president said, look, we gotta get her out of there because she's going through some serious challenges in Russia in this prison. And I heard she's not doing well. So we keeping you in prayer, BG, because we think you should be home, especially now the holidays. You don't need to be over there in Russia because this war between Ukraine and Russia ain't going nowhere. If anything, is going to be intense for the next few months. So
it is.
We're gonna keep you in prayer, BG.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep her lifted in prayer. We want her returned home. We
Yes.
hope that the president is doing everything that he can to try to help that particular situation. Uh, uh, oh wait. Let me. Oh, hold on one second.
Okay.
Yeah, let me. I just saw a message from somebody.
Okay.
Uh, hold on. Keep talking.
Okay. Well, as you said, we're going to keep her in prayer because, it's we take a lot of things for granted, and the fact that we have shelter, we're able to go about and do whatever we need to do. Where this superstar is stuck in a country where they don't like her, they don't want her to be around, and they're doing everything they can to break her spirit. So we just want to send you lots of love, BG. There are a lot of people who love you and are truly rooting for you to get released so
Hmm.
you can come home to your family.
Yes, absolutely. Very, 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 very good. All right. Well, okay, Renee, we trying to see what happened with our guests. I guess they were, I'm like, well, nobody popped in the green room. So uh hopefully they'll pop in real quick and maybe we can talk to them because I know we both got to run tonight. So we may have to have them on another show.
Right.
What else we need to talk about, darling?
Well, I mean, hopefully by this time, the next time we come back to our listening audience, we'll have a new senator. Because again, the voting has now closed, and I really I know you don't like to talk about politics, but I feel bad for Herschel because
Hmm.
no one really taught him how to truly be a man. Because certain
Hmm.
things he has said during this campaign, it just makes you wonder, what are you thinking here?
Hmm.
And I don't like to see two black men pitted against one another, and that's why I felt that whole campaign, the election in Georgia was about. But I'm hoping that whatever the outcome is, that he will really learn from this. He might,
Hmm.
he may not.
Right.
Because I remember him when he played for Dallas, one of the one of the premier running backs back in the day. And to see him, we see a lot of athletes that will go into politics, have an agenda. He had no agenda. And so I just feel hopefully he's learned something from this, but time will tell.
You guys. I'm trying to get something to the guests real quick. Let's see.
Okay.
Uh,
And given the fact we're 19 days away from Christmas, I guess we should ask our listening audience, what is everyone's plans during the holiday? Uh-oh. You there, chat? Uh-oh.
acting up too now. Are you there? Uh-oh.
I'm here. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, I know we both started spinning and out of control and
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what happened. Right. Oh, okay. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Uh so let me see. Pam said relaxing with the family. That's cute.
Mhm.
Candace, hey Candace, she
Hi,
says, I'm
Candy.
sorry. Herschel said he doesn't know what a pronoun is. I'm
Well,
sure.
that's sad, and that's sad. He
Right.
remember now he went to the University of Georgia, so unfortunately, with a lot of athletes, they did not get a education. They got something, but it wasn't an education, and so and it's definitely has shown in how he um, collaborates and talks with people. So as I said, I hope whatever the outcome is going to be, that he'll take this and learn from it and,
Okay, very
and really
good.
humble himself for it.
Okay, very good. Well, we're going to actually run over just a little bit tonight. Our guest has finally joined us, and we're so excited to
Yeah.
welcome our guest. As I said earlier to you guys, this coming Saturday of all days, do you know what this coming Saturday is, Kay Renee?
Human Rights Day.
It is. And human rights is something that we all want to have. It is all our rights and our freedom. And here in Chicago, as well as other places across the country, we've seen just an uptick in violent crimes. We've seen so many people lose their family members. And what people don't understand is violent crimes destroy everyone in the family. It
Yes.
destroys the parents if they're still alive. It destroys the mate, the children, the cousins. Everybody is affected by this. And our good friends over at Chicago Survivors, they help people to heal. They provide wonderful resources. They are a comfort blanket. And with this coming Saturday being a day of human rights, I feel it is so important that we talk about how do we love and help each other during a time of losing someone, especially to violence. And we learn so much about this day to day. Our guest joining us tonight is Miss Jashawn. I got that right. I see her shaking her head in the green room, D Hill, and she's with Chicago Survivors. Let's welcome her to the show. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me well.
Oh, yes.
We can. What a pleasure to have you here tonight. As my grandmama used to always say, better late than never. So glad to see you tonight.
That's
Yeah.
right. I was in that waiting room, but the wrong one. But that's all right.
Oh, that's all right. Because we sure didn't see you. I kept looking down and looking down. That's okay. You was in the outer green room. You know, we got a better green room. Yes.
Right. I finally
Yes.
got my pass. I'm so glad
Yes.
to be here and as a guest. And I was hearing the dialogue and just really humbled to be able to share about our work in this weekend that's coming up. Thank you for having us.
It is a pleasure. So let's start the conversation off, first of all, by talking about what is Chicago Survivors. And then let's go into all of the amazing things that you guys do there. Go right ahead.
Absolutely. So I currently serve as the Director of Clinical Services for Chicago Survivors. We respond to homicides in the city. And so whenever there is a violent loss, our team is there in the aftermath to provide that wraparound support to families. We've been serving the entire city since October of 2015. Unfortunately, this program was not afforded to families when we see high violence upticking in our community over probably the last 3 or 4 decades. But currently, we are supporting families. Whenever there's a shooting and it leads to death, we are there providing clinical support, supportive counseling, crime victim service rights for all families in Chicago.
Wow.
I love it. I love it. I really, really do. I've seen so many things, not only as a journalist, but I also work in the mortuary business. So I understand this, and my heart goes out. My friends tease me. I'm such a news junkie. I wake up in the morning, what has happened in our city, and how many people have died, and things like that. Because my love for mankind is to preserve, help mankind survive, not perish. And so, with a situation like this, you all come out when things happen and you console the families. How long do you actually continue to work with these families? Is this just something temporary, or do you work with these families on a long-term basis?
Thank you for asking that because I don't know that our community knows much about how we respond and support them and that we are there. So initially, they get the intensive case management care for 6 months. Everything is free of charge. It's done in situ, which is right in the home, right? When in their safe space. And if that space doesn't feel safe, we have other alternatives to provide those services and support to them, but they get with us for a lifetime if they like. We have a community of survivors. And so after you get that 6 months of wraparound care, therapeutic services, then you can transition into our community, which offers peer-to-peer support groups. This national vigil is a way that the advocacy component and that community come together, very sacred, offering grief support. And those who've been able to go through this long before them are there to wrap their arms around the newer survivors who come to the community. So anywhere from 6 months with that intensive case care and case management to help if you need to return back to work, get your kids back in school and let everybody know what's happening. Because many times they don't even know how to put language to the laws, right? I don't,
That's
I
right.
too
That's
many
right.
moms say, Jashawn, I don't even know what I need. I
That's
know
right.
I need something,
Right.
I can't put language to it. So we're there to
That's right.
walk with them through that healing journey, and we just witnessed so much alongside them. And truly, it's an honor to be with this organization and serve my community. I myself am a survivor. I lost my brother to violence in Chicago in December of 2008. His angel
Wow. I
anniversary.
hate to hear that. That is, oh, did we lose?
I'm here.
Oh boy, that's
Yeah.
just horrible to hear that.
Mhm.
Let me ask you this. So this coming Saturday, you guys are
Yes.
doing an event.
Yes.
Let's talk about and this is a global impact that you guys are trying to make this coming Saturday. Let's
Yes.
talk about everything that's involved with Saturday's event.
Absolutely. So this is the 10th annual national vigil. This vigil was born out of those who were impacted by Sandy Hook shootings. If we're all familiar with it, happened December the 14th of 2012. So this is actually the 10-year anniversary. It is national. And what those families realized after 20 children ages 6 and 7 and educators were murdered by gun violence, realized that there was national attention put to them in their town. And they said, no, not acceptable. When this is happening all throughout our world, we want to draw attention to that. So in the state of Illinois and in Chicago in particular, we're hosting it this Saturday at the Augustina Lutheran Church right there on 5500 South Woodlawn in Hyde Park.
Yes.
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 So that starts at 6 p.m. We have some great supporters who will be providing care packages and coats to even those moms who come out, so that Chicago get cold. So you might need
Yes.
a nice coat while we're doing our marches, our walks, and that's Rither Right Law Group. So they're providing that sponsorship to over 40 moms who will be out there standing in solidarity in honor of their own laws and the losses that came before.
Yeah, I've had so many personal friends that have lost sons, grandsons, daughters, granddaughters. I looked at the situation that happened where 10 women in one family got shot at that visual on the west side. I mean, just lawlessness everywhere you turn. And it's so sad, but I'm so comforted by knowing that you guys are out here helping people. Kay Renee, what do you want to say?
Actually, I have two questions. First, Mr. Sean, thank you for doing what God has put you on this planet to do. Um, One question I always ask is, who inspires you to be the best? But from a woman to woman, what do? You're surrounded sometimes by grief,
Yeah.
by loss all the time. What does Mr. Sean do to say, you know what, I need to replenish my soul, my spirit? How do you do that?
Yeah. Thank you. Such beautiful and wonderful questions for this soul. I'll start first with what inspires me, right? What lights my fire, and it is the next generation, and being able to know that I am a part of planting seeds of wellness and mental health in our community in ways that we didn't have access. My clinicians on my team have the cream of the crop interventions that they're bringing that some of the most wealthy communities had access to. So when I see that light come back on in a young person who was impacted by violent effects after violent effects, trauma after trauma, and I can see them see a new chapter and a new day, that right there is fuel to my fire. And see, when it happened to us, we didn't have all of this. So I'm a part of this new wheel that's taking our community and this next generation on a healing trajectory. We're not going to stay like this forever. So that's that piece right there, right? And then what really pours into me, what fuels me? God, for sure. I am truly a woman of faith and spirit. I mean, how else could you go on the front lines, right? Literally, we go into, right? I told you, we go in the homes, right? I've crossed over territories, and I know that there was a lot of danger, and I know there was a lot of tension, but by faith we go in and we do this work because my community is in dire need of support, and I don't believe my God would let anything anything happen to me outside of that because I've been set to go. But I also love to take care of myself. See, I
Mm-hmm.
use my vacation time. I make sure, listen, they ain't getting none back, chat. They ain't getting none back, chat.
Amen. 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 Right.
And I
Right.
see
Right.
this, I see the beauty of this world, and I bring it back to my community with stories. I love to tell narratives to the youth and to my community and to the survivors, and it kind of enlightens them to want to add a new chapter to their story. So
well, I
That's
hope a
beautiful.
book. I hope a book is coming, Mr. Sean.
you hear it, you hear it.
I hear
Oh,
it.
we do. We do. What's next for Chicago survivors after this? How can we get involved? Do you need help from people other than this event Saturday? What is it that the public can do to help out?
Absolutely. We're going to be doing an event in January. It's called Coast and Cocos. Again, we're trying to touch the youth in a way and their family system. So this is an event for them to be able to gather and come together and again be given some kind of support through With the Right Law Group. They're awesome. They just came to our city. They found us and they've been wanting to ask. So that's Saturday, January the 14th from 12 to 3. And then on this coming Saturday, we have over 750 youth who've been impacted by gun violence that we're going to be providing a holiday gifts, gift cards to the family for their meal. So even if you just want to drop out, we're at the Plumbers Union Hall and you want to put on some antlers and you want to just send up a thought of support, of course, your giving and being able to provide the support is always needed. I need probably 20 more therapists. I need the funding to be able to do that. We are
Right.
small and mighty grassroots, but we gonna no longer be grassroots if I got anything to say about it in the next 3 years, right? We will be as common as you hear about build in the community, as you hear
That's
about
right.
North Lawndale community, Chicago survivors responding to violent loss and families in grief will be a common table talk name, and we do need your support in those very ways.
Well, count us in. We are more than happy to be someone to get your message out. You've really delivered a beautiful message. Look, you were well worth the wait, and we love you for that, right? Because you came and you brought joy. You're helping with something that we know is out of control, been out of control, and you're bringing it where people can relate and get the help that they need. What is the website for the organization?
Absolutely. Please find us at HTTPS. That is those two dot colons / ChicagoSurvivors.org. Don't do the www dot. I have to tell people because it'll send
Oh,
it.
really? Really?
It's the HTTPS because it's a secure
Oh, wait a minute.
site.
I was getting ready to put it up there. So
That's
wait a minute.
right.
What is it? Wait, say it again now. H.
T.
TTPS
Uh-huh.
/ ChicagoSurvivors.org.
Yes, because it's a
Oh
secure
Lord.
site. It is.
Okay, well look, y'all, because I sure was getting ready to hear. I'm getting
Don't
ready to
go
put
to
it
the
up there for the people to
www to
see.
do that.
Right.
No.
Look, I was getting ready. Lord, y'all had me sending it somewhere else. Hold
No.
on, wait a minute.
Right.
Yeah, here.
The
Let
right
me put
place.
it up here for y'all. So look, do the right thing. The lady just told y'all. If you mess up, that's y'all fault. Oh wait, I didn't put Gina
Right.
up there. Okay, there we go. There we go.
HTTPS. All right. You put the
Yeah.
G up. It's S.
Oh,
I'm
wait. Okay,
sensitive. We
y'all.
gonna get
Look,
it.
look. Y'all know I went to public school. Don't play with me. Don't
So,
play with me. Y'all know I went to public school. Okay. So did I put a G up there? Okay.
yeah, it
Let
should
me
be
let
an
me
S.
go back. Okay. All right. Wait. All right. I'm sorry. Here we go.
That's
All right.
okay.
In closing, Miss Jashawn, what would you like to say to these people tonight? And with this being the holiday season.
The holiday season is about being there for community to me. If that's family, if that's village, however you can support someone. Our motto with the visual and the works
It
over the
keep
next
going
3
back.
years is called Honor with Action. So whatever you do over this holiday, do it with action, honor with action, right? Put some feet work, some movement behind your lip work. So I'm so glad to be here. I hope that was received, and I believe I got the right HTTPS in there. Hey,
I do. Here we go.
got it.
Here we go. Yes. Look, for some reason, the computer like, look, it's time to go, mister. Right.
Right.
Okay. HHPTS, you guys. That's where you do it. And let me see the computer freezing now. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Well, I'll make sure I post it on all of my pages. Here we go. Here we go. It's back. Here we go. I guess the computer said, look, we tired. Okay. Yay. It's a winner. It's a winner chicken dinner. Well, Miss Hill, anytime you need to come back and hang out with us, we just love and appreciate you. Thank you so much to you and everybody at that organization. We are grateful that you are taking the time to help people, because that's what it's all about. And that's what we believe in.
Thank you. Thank you. And happy holidays, y'all. Hope to see you on the front line somehow, some way.
Thank you, Mr. Sean.
Absolutely. I think you even got some wonderful feedback before you leave.
Yes,
hold on one second.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kelly. We appreciate you, Kelly. Yes, thank you. We appreciate you. Yes. Let me see. We got some other people that's saying great comments and feedback. Yes. Very good. An amazing community resource.
That's true.
Yes. And everybody thought you had fabulous hair and your blouse was hot. See, on my show, you get a full all that. You get all that on this show. You get all that. You get all that on this show. Right. Yes. That's how we do that. Yes. We appreciate you.
That's it. That's good.
Yes, we are. Yes, we appreciate you. And they say your passion is awesome. We appreciate you. Merry Christmas. Good luck with everything. And have a beautiful night. Okay.
All right. Bye, everybody.
All right. Goodbye. Good night. I love her. She's amazing. Thank you. Oh, that was great. That was excellent.
It was worth the wait.
I love that. It was really worth. I knew it would be worth the wait. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Whew, I'm tired now. Oh, see, there it is, y'all. I put the right website up there. I did. The computer, Lord.
I'm so
yes. Thank you, darling. All right, well, let's get that Karen's nugget of knowledge for the night.
Yes, you know what tonight is, y'all. It's Live Your Truth Tuesday, and the nugget is this: keep believing no matter how things appear, because your vision will carry you through. Let me repeat that again. Keep believing no matter how things appear, because your vision will carry you through. Live Your Truth Tuesday.
I love that.
Continue being a vision of excellence.
I love that. I really do. I think that is very important. For those of you all that want to follow my friend, please follow her at karensnuggetsofknowledge.com. karensnuggetsofknowledge.com. Check her out and let's make it all happen. Okay. Very, very good. All right. Boy, I'm glad I checked that website tonight. I'm so used to putting websites in, so I'm glad I looked yes.
And a lot of people don't know that when you put the HTTPS, it secures the link. And that's what it's secure.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You know that. So, yep, you don't have to use www anymore.
Really? Interesting.
If you have HTTPS, you don't need the www.
Oh, so now do I need to give me a HH? Okay, you know, I told you all these acronyms, mamonyms, all them. They wearing me out. I can't, girl, you know I can't keep up with all of them. The LGBTQ plus Q. It's just too much. It's too much. It is just way too much. It is. It is. All right. Well, we'll be back. We love you guys so much. Thank you, Helena, Cynthia. Who else do we have tonight? Pam, Marguerite. Happy birthday, Marguerite.
Yes, happy birthday, Marguerite. Yes. Hey, Dr. C, love you. Can't wait to see you when you come back to Chicago.
Yes. We're wonderful. Great time. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We really do appreciate you all. Get out, get your holiday shopping done. 19 days away from Christmas. 19 days away, and then it'll all be a wrap. And then we're coming into the end of the year. We're going to be on hiatus for a little while, but we'll be back. We'll be back next Tuesday night. And then after that, we'll be on hiatus for a minute. We love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Don't do the Amy and TJ. That's all I'm gonna say.
Don't snit where you eat.
Don't right. You
Don't
said
spit
it.
where you eat. Then y'all know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
it is. Yeah, it's
Don't
amazing
spit
that people
where you
do the
eat.
things that they do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, you both got great positions on the air. You got
I
to keep
know.
stuff like that under wraps. And here's the deal. Somebody paid for them photographers to go follow them.
How much you want to bet it's the soon to be ex-wife? Because she is an
Oh,
attorney.
absolutely.
Don't
Absolutely. Or
get it twisted,
her
y'all.
ex-husband, that's an actor. So don't
As
play.
you should.
They both right.
They
They both
probably
had prominent mates.
collaborated together and said, you know what? We about to blow this snit out the open. And hey, there's a
Right.
lesson to be learned, y'all. Don't snit where you
That's
eat.
why That's why I post my own pictures. Incriminate your own self. Have a wonderful night. TheRealChatDaddyShow.com, TheRealChatDaddyShow.com, where you can find out more information. Thank you to our wonderful guests tonight. Make sure you guys go out and support the Chicago Survivors this coming Saturday for their wonderful visual. They're going to do 55th in Woodlawn. Make sure you are there. Other than that, be safe, be wonderful. Be fabulous. We love you. K. Renee, have a beautiful night. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.